Well, good morning, everyone. Great to see everyone. I'm great to have our Lieutenant Governor, our Senate President here. The Speaker of the House is with his family this morning, had an obligation that he could not miss for his children. But we are glad to share with you first our thanks for everyone that's come to help us celebrate the passage of Illinois' seventh balanced budget in a row that advances our state's growing record of fiscal responsibility and continues investing in education and healthcare, in public safety and jobs for working families. It's worth pausing just for a moment to reflect on the broader context of this accomplishment. A decade ago, Illinois was plunged into a budget impasse that caused massive disruption in the lives of families and workers. Government mismanagement caused layoffs, took away services for people with disabilities and children with autism, closed down domestic violence shelters and violence interruption programs. We saw credit downgrades that gave Illinois the worst credit rating in the nation. And Illinois community colleges and universities were downgraded and lost students and faculty. Our state government had lost its way, and back then, neighboring states like Iowa and Indiana were bragging about their fiscal condition while laughing at ours. My, how times have changed. 9 credit upgrades, 7 balanced budgets, a $2.5 billion rainy day fund, and a growing economy. Jobs are at an all-time high. And this year, while Illinois continues to deliver education, health care, and economic development for our people, Indiana's 10% budget deficit and Iowa's 5% budget deficit caused them to cut public health and higher education and dip into their rainy day fund. But look, this year has been hard across the entire Midwest, indeed the entire country. Donald Trump's incomprehensible tariff policies have put a tax on our working families and dampened the nation's economic outlook. The Trump slump is affecting every state, and the chaos and uncertainty of the Republicans' proposed cuts to health care and education and jobs have made budgeting, well, harder than ever before. That's why the Illinois General Assembly and I doubled down on fiscal responsibility. Unlike the federal government, we are balancing our budget for the benefit of your families, while Trump spends wildly to benefit his family and their Doge Bro friends. From the time that I took office 6.5 years ago to today, Trump's proposed spending increases have been 33% more than Illinois'. He's cutting health care and food for children and seniors and moms and dads, while Illinois prioritizes them. Despite all the headwinds from Republicans in Congress and from the White House, Illinois' fiscal year 2026 budget contains a slate of core investments in the future of our communities, including economic development, education, and health care. A few key highlights I'm very proud to share with all of you. We're growing our investments in education from childcare to K-12 to community colleges and universities. We're continuing to reduce the burden of healthcare costs on 250,000 working families so far with our medical debt relief program. We're helping communities create shovel-ready sites for new homes and businesses with our Surplus to Success program. And we're improving our long-term fiscal health by shoring up our Tier 2 pensions with a $78 million reserve fund for the Social Security wage-based safe harbor. We're protecting our taxpayers and state workers from future shortfalls that could cost the state much more. Beyond the headlines, the budgetary process was not about horse trading or insider politics or partisan bickering. This budget was focused from start to finish on the people of Illinois. Our deliberations required compromise and tough decisions, especially in these uncertain and turbulent times. But we got the job done for the future of our state and for the well-being of Illinoisans. For the families who now can access high-quality childcare and preschool, we got the job done. For the workers who can now afford to get back to school to get a higher-paying job. For the main streets in small towns that are being revitalized by our economic and community development grants. For the vulnerable children that need the safety and care that a well-resourced child welfare system can provide. Those are the folks who this process is for. And I'm very proud to say that we delivered for them in this budget.